Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. My wife and I are down here along the Gulf Coast on the Intracoastal Waterway today, just spending the day together in our retirement. And today I'd like to talk to you about having a comfortable lifestyle in your retirement years. Now, comfort in retirement can mean many things. It could mean financial stability, having peace of mind, a quiet, simple life, having your health, or just simply enjoying simple daily pleasures. And so here are four key aspects of having comfort in your retirement years. Number one, financial comfort. Obviously, you got to have money to retire. If you don't have the financial means, then you can't retire. But it doesn't take near as much money to retire as many people think it does. And so when I talk about financial comfort, you got to have mainly predictable sources of income. That would be things like Social Security, your savings, your IRAs, maybe you have some investments, maybe some side hustles, or a small business. And what do you think about small businesses and multiple streams of income?
Well, as you know, I've had a small business before, actually a commercial small business, and I've since kind of moved back to cottage food making, which is a lot simpler, a lot less paperwork, but I do enjoy it very, very much. So I think that having side hustles or whatever your residual income tool is, it's very important to have that. And I think if you think ahead of that, ahead of retirement, begin thinking about what other thing it is that you might enjoy doing and begin taking steps that direction, that's going to be enormously helpful to you. In my case, as you know, I baked cakes for quite a few years before I retired, and by the time I did retire, I was already very well established and had a very good client following. So again, for me, small business versus cottage industry, I do cottage industry, and I get to do that at home, as I said, with you, the main man.
So having multiple streams of income really lends itself towards your financial comfort, because if you have only one or two sources of income and one of those streams dries up, then you're in a vulnerable position. But if you have two, three, or four, if one of those dries up, you can still be sustained by the remaining streams of income. A couple more points regarding the financial comfort aspect would also mean living within your means. That's gigantic. Don't live outside of your means. And another big important point is reducing your debt or getting out of debt 100% before you retire. Now, we're 100% debt free, and when you become mortgage free and debt free, it is absolutely a game changer in your retirement years, because it simply just does not take that much money to live if you don't have any debt. Number two, the second aspect about having comfort in retirement would be having emotional comfort. That would mean having peace of mind through careful planning, strong relationships, and that would mean your spouse, your family, and your friends. Renee and I just have a wonderful relationship. And what do you think about family bonds and family strong?
Well, I think that it's not only about your spouse; it's about your extended family, and of course those are just essential. And I wish I had something super intelligent to say right here, but family relationships, they matter the most, and you realize how much they matter after you leave the workplace. And nurture those things. Take time to invest in your family, to do things with your friends, and strong relationships don't happen by chance. They happen because you are very deliberate and intentional about nurturing those relationships. So I think we've been very, very good about that, and I think we both have been very well. In fact, we're having a seafood dinner at our house, are we not?
We're having our son, daughter-in-law, and grandchildren come over tomorrow night, and we're going to have a Friday night seafood cook. We're going to have mahi and boiled shrimp and shrimp and grits and a variety of other good things. So it's going to be a big family gathering. And I've always really felt comfort in belonging to a family tribe, that being the immediate family and extended family, and family gatherings and family dinners after church on Sundays and that sort of thing. Number three, another aspect of having comfort in retirement would be the physical comfort aspect. And that would mean doing everything that you can to keep yourself as healthy as possible, even after you get into your 60s. Now, Renee and I, we're both in our 60s. I'm a little older than her, but we're both very active in our lifestyles. We like to hike and we like to do a lot of outdoor recreation. We like to work out in the gym together, those sort of things. What else do we like to do together to keep ourselves? Oh, we eat good.
We do.
We cook good.
Yeah.
We eat better at home than we do out on the town.
But he's taking me to lunch again today,
Yeah.
I think.
And also it means having access to good medical care. We kind of live out in the country a little bit, but we're only about 45 minutes away from the best medical care you can get. I suppose if we lived in North Dakota somewhere, it might be harder to get to good medical care, but having access to good medical care is important, especially as you get in your middle, upper 60s, because things begin showing up that didn't show up when you were in your 40s or 50s. Go ahead.
You know, I've said to you that a lot of times when people think about comfort in their retirement years, the only thing that they can think about are the dollar signs. And while that is important, and it is important to be comfortable financially, you know, one way that you can do that is by not taking on additional debt. And because, you know, there's nothing as uncomfortable as having more things to pay than you have money to pay for. And so,
Absolutely.
start by just not taking on any additional debt. We both drive two old vehicles. Mine is a 2015.
Mine's a 2013.
And
Has
you know,
140,000 miles on it, so I'm gonna drive it until I have to recap the steering wheel.
yeah, the new car itch is not it is not stronger than our desire to remain debt free. And we've even talked about one gallon vehicles soon,
And just being financially independent, which we are.
which means we spend more time together. Yeah.
Moving along, still under the heading of, or the point of physical comfort, I think that having a safe, comfortable home in a safe neighborhood is also very important for having comfort in your retirement years. And it should be a home that suits your needs as you grow older and as you age. Some people might like to downsize, some people might like to move out into the country. But for me, just having a home of your own that's paid for and that's safe and comfortable in a safe neighborhood is very, very important. And I would put a lot of emphasis on that and a lot of my investment into it.
And if you're going to build a home, when we built our home, quite a few people were saying, well, you need to do it this way, or you need to do it this way. But we built our home for our comfort and for our lifestyle.
As empty nesters.
Yeah, and a lot of people couldn't make sense of what we were doing, but they're like, well, you're not going to ever be able to sell that home if you do it such and such a way. We're like, we ain't building it to sell it. Somebody else can deal with that after we're gone.
Yeah.
That may be a terrible thing to say, but I mean, at that point in our lives, for once, we're going to do something for our needs, and we built that home to our liking, to our satisfaction. And it's not your typical home, but it has the spaces in it that we love.
Right, when people were saying that we should build it for resale, my response was, I'm not building this house for somebody else. I'm building it for me and her.
Right, that's
and
right.
we're just going to stay here to the end of our life. Now, after we pass, and our kids, whoever has it, they can do whatever they want. But we didn't build this house for somebody else. We built it for us.
And you know what we did? We put old furniture in that house. We did not go furnish that
didn't.
home with brand new stuff because we don't want to have to. I mean, what we have in there is it's comfortable, it's nice. We don't have to worry if the grandkids come over. You know, we don't let them misbehave in the house. I mean, they know how to behave inside versus outdoor behavior. But we didn't put all new furniture in there because we just like he's got a man cave. You know,
She's got a big kitchen,
and
I got a man cave.
Exactly, and we're comfortable in there, and you know, we only invite into our home those people that can
Closest,
be comfortable
yes.
around, you know, our old stuff, and it's okay. It's good. It's comfortable. That's part of being comfortable.
Okay, just a review. We're talking about comfort and retirement. Number one is financial comfort. Number two is having emotional comfort, like peace of mind and things like that. Physical comfort, being healthy and having a good home to live in. And then finally, number four, having a lifestyle comfort. Now, that means having a daily rhythm that feels relaxed. That's the ebbs and flows of your daily rhythm that feels relaxed and stress-free and problem-free and especially drama-free. Now that we're retired and we have that comfortable rhythm of ebbs and flows, we don't have any workplace conflict. We don't have any workplace drama.
No drama, mama.
We don't have any of that, and our ebb and flow in retirement is simply fantastic. And we enjoy things, the simple pleasures like having coffee together, walking together in the morning. She likes to take the dog for a walk. Sometimes we take day trips.
Like today.
Like today, we're on a day
For
trip.
example.
We live about 30 miles from where we're at right now, so it only just takes us a few minutes to get here. And you know how much it costs us to do this today? Only the gas to drive here. That's all. So that underscores the point that when it comes to retirement recreation, everything doesn't have to have a high price tag attached to it. You can enjoy yourself to the fullest without having to spend a lot of money.
And you talk about no drama, but you know what, folks? There can be drama in your home just as much as there can be in your workplace. And I would say guard the environment of your home.
Absolutely.
And you know, if you leave space for drama in your home and with your relationship with one another, there's going to be drama. But you know, I once told Ron, I said, you know, we have to decide whether or not our relationship is more important than either one of us wanting to fight. And we pick our battles now. And you know, I don't think we've had a battle in a very long time. And that just comes with age, maturity,
It comes
mellowing
with
out.
age, maturity, mellowing out, and being retired together, because you know it has really helped us out.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, the last sub point under lifestyle comfort would be living in a community or a neighborhood that supports your lifestyle, whether that be rural or country living, urban or city living. We've done it all. We've lived in the city, we've lived in suburban neighborhoods, and right now we kind of live, we don't live out in the country, but we live kind of in a rural area,
Off the beaten path.
off the beaten path, just about 15 minutes outside of town. We live on 5 acres. It's a homestead, what we call, and have a big garden there. And our house in our present neighborhood absolutely, positively supports our lifestyle at this stage in our life. What do you think?
I think I love that. You know, Ron has often said if something were to happen to him or to me, the thing about our home and it being paid off and it being a comfortable home, you know, we can, either one of us could afford to live there without the other should something happen to one or the other of us, because it is all paid off and it suits our lifestyle very, very well. And we do love the country living. Maybe that's not for you. Maybe you like city living. But
If you like city living, you got to choose where you want to live. And
we rise early, we go to bed early, and we take naps anytime that we need to take naps. And I will admit that these days we are requiring more of those.
since we're in our 60s, we take more naps
Yeah,
now.
we do, and that helps enormously. But just having the freedom to do that, that's all part of our rhythm.
Okay, before we run out of time, let's go ahead and wrap this up.
Let's wrap it up. Paige.
Let's wrap it up. So remember, comfort in retirement is not only about money, but it's also about living the kind of life that you've always dreamed of living. And so you just have to position yourself for it. We're talking about financial comfort, emotional comfort, physical comfort, and lifestyle comfort. Well, that's all for now. Thanks for stopping by. If you have enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button that you'll find down below. And feel free to subscribe. I'd love to have you join our online community. I'm Ronnie.
And I'm Renee.
Thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.
Give me a kiss. I love you, darling.
Love you.